So, from Mark, you mentioned not taxing Londoners. What do you think about the ULEZ and extension of congestion charge times when people are struggling through a pandemic? Would you change it?
I'm on record on saying I will not expand the congestion charge or the ULEZ. The ULEZ will not achieve the environmental uplift we want, and it will cost us at least £130 million to put those cameras in. That money is much better spent on buses, which will be the equivalent of taking 1.1 million cars off the road. Expanding ULEZ as well. London is struggling. I don't know how many of you are Londoners. I don't know how many of you have been out in London. London is struggling. And I think because a lot of people are on furlough, a lot of Londoners are able to work from home. I'm not sure people understand just how much London is struggling. That problem is yet to be woken up in many people's minds. Obviously, because of what I'm doing, I've been into London more than most. And I cannot tell you, just a ghost town. And London doesn't work for the poorest if London is not at work. You know, forget rich people. I'm sure they can pay their bills. They've got money offshore, whatever, who cares? The point is, poor people in London need people to be in London as our employment is on the floor. And I think things like the congestion charge and ULEZ are clumsy tax raising policies. They're not policies that will clean our environment, and they're not policies, and they are policies that will slow our economic rebound. And I tell you about ULEZ. I don't know again how well you know London. Excuse me, my ignorance on your behalf, but the North and South Circular, the space inside that is enormous. The, the effect that could have on economic recovery in London, put it this way, the amount of people who live inside the North and South Circular would still make London the biggest city in the country by some way. I want you to understand the impact that could have on London's finances.